salvation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
We're finally here. Yep, this is it. This is G1 Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons in my story, in his gun mode. As I always felt that this to me was, I don't know why, just for some reason Megatron as a gun made sense to me. It just, I don't know, maybe I'm just that much of a G1er, I don't know. But yes, the original gun mode that Megatron turned into was a Walther P38, which is a very small handgun. And fun fact, one of the, now a common misconception about the James Bond guns is that the Walther was his original gun. That's actually not the case. His original gun before he switched to the Walther was a Beretta, which was also used in ROBOCOP, although it was heavily modified. But anyway, now that we got all that gun trivia out of the way, let's take a look at Megatron's gun mode. For obvious reasons, I have it on some stands because this thing is stupidly heavy. Because, yeah, it is what it is. Now, I did the best I could, but yes, his gun mode features both a buttstock and a very large suppressor and a scope. The gun mode is as good as it's gonna get. And here's the thing, it's not that I can't build a gun. I mean, I know how to build a gun. I mean, you want a good example, here's my USP match from the Tomb Raider franchise. I mean, I know how to build a proper gun. And it's even got a working magazine. But that's irrelevant. We're not going to dwell on this mode too much because there's really not much to say. He's just a big, giant gun. So we'll just go ahead and just get to transformation. But before we do that, let's look at one other accessory I made. Okay, for this accessory, I had to grab Starscream because he's going to be helping us demonstrate how it works. So, because the laws of physics are something that I don't want to question, I had to build a second Megatron dummy gun so that Starscream can actually use it. And I was going to show this off in the Starscream video, but oh crap, I knocked over Megatron. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, I removed Megatron's stock because it kept falling over and ripping his feet off. But yeah, I would have shown this off in the Starscream video, but I decided to save it for the Megatron video because it feels more relevant here. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get to the transformation. Okay, for the sake of simplicity, we've already removed his stock, which literally just pegs into the back of his legs with these 4 slots here. So let's just go ahead and do the same with the suppressor. Not silencer, suppressor, because, you know, that's not really how suppressors work. But, I mean, it is what it is. And then we're just left with this weird looking gun that just, I don't know. Yeah, this is, yeah, I mean, guns have always been my biggest struggling point when it comes to Transformers because, I mean, it's a very touchy thing. Anyway, so we're going to start by rotating the barrel out. Alright, bring his chest forward. Let's go ahead and get the legs out of the way. So for the legs, what you're going to want to do here, we'll slide this down a bit. We're going to split the legs. They're pegged on with a little tab that you can't see because my lighting's freaking out. There it is, a little blue tab. Then you want to rotate the legs around so that the red is on the inside like his G1 counterpart. Pull his legs forward. If I can get them forward. Sorry if I'm breathing a lot into the camera. I'm trying not to. It's just it's really hot today. A lot more than usual, which is surprising. And you can't really see what I'm doing, which I'm sorry about that. But yeah, just pull his arms out. And I'm trying to remember how I did this barrel situation. Oh, wait, I remember now. I did this backwards. Supposed to rotate. Okay, so it's a little tricky because of the clearance, but it can be done. I just need to find that right angle. Yeah, I probably need to rotate this out. Pull his head back. Then rotate his chest. Then pull that arm forward, fold that back. Then fold this forward. And fold this out. Fold that out. I'm sorry if you couldn't see that very well, but given the nature of this figure, it's very cumbersome to do so. We need to get some height on this. Anyway, once he's all straightened out, then you just fix him up. And of course, most important accessory, his fusion cannon. And that just plugs in right here. So pretty involved transformation overall. Not the cleanest, but at least it it gets the job done for what I needed to do. And that piece just came out, that shoulder guard. But for the very least, the only parts forming you have to do is the amount of parts forming it would have taken for the G1. And then you can just take that stock and this, and it makes some kind of gun tower thing, which doesn't even work. So we're just not going to acknowledge it since it never happened in the G1 cartoon or in my story. And these are just leftover parts that phase out of existence. But yes, here is G1 Megatron in his robot mode. And I'm sorry for this review being as clumsy as it was, but given the nature of the character at hand and how, cumbersome it is to do such a mode, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I think he turned out as best as I could given my style of Transformers. This is definitely not the last of the Transformers I'm going to be building. I'm still going to do a bunch of other characters. I still got to do Devastator, and then I got to start doing, the other combiners that I didn't do, and then everything else is just extra. I don't know if I'm going to do Season 3 characters. It really depends on how my story goes, because these characters exist in their own universe, because that's just how I like to handle it, because it makes them more special to me. But I hope you all enjoyed as much as I did, and I'll see you all next time.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!